in your hand scoring?
Yeah,
Right
I'm
there.
just getting a blank
no,
screen.
there's nothing.
Oh, it takes a minute, I
Should
think.
give it a second.
Yeah,
Because mine took a minute today too, and
Yeah.
I was trying, I have somebody to hand score, let me look real quick.
Mine took a minute to come up.
This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that and
Okay,
had to try a different,
Sebastian.
I had to try a different browser.
Oh, okay. So this
they're
says,
just not supporting.
the main idea of the passage is that music makes amazing sounds and it's encouraging to become a musician. Anyone can use instruments and they come in different sizes. There is a snare drum, a trumpet, a clarinet, and a
That's
violin. In the text it said they can play softly. They can also blast an audience out of their seats.
Okay,
That's bad.
So.
Probably a 1. It could be a 2. It's probably a 1 based on like
so
the
we're scoring a
exemplars.
0, 1, or a 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they
I
just
think
say
this
like
is a
this, the
one.
main idea is all about instrument families or about instruments, that's a 0
That's
or a 1?
I would say it's a 1, but according to the exemplar they say it's a 0, but I
Because
think,
they're saying, they know the main idea,
Right,
sort of, but they
They
just
didn't
need,
support any.
yeah, okay, so a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
watch, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I agree with you guys 100%. But here's the descriptions of
Well, I'm gonna give it a 1.
the exemplar. Okay, so the response for a 0 is gives no evidence of the ability to determine the main idea or what happens after, or gives the main idea or what happens or after a key event, but includes no examples or details. That's a 0. Gives the main idea or what happens during or after the key event, but indicates no explanation. So according to this, they say if they give the main idea with no explanation, it's a 0.
Oh.
It's a 0.
Mm.
If they give limited evidence of the ability to determine the main idea or what happens during the key event, so this is where it gets a little tricky, includes vague, limited examples, details, and makes reference to the text. So if they say something and they reference the text, they're getting a 1. If they just say what the main idea is, according to this, they'll score them a 0. But you went to that CASP thing. What do
Right.
you think?
Should I go back and give those zeros then?
Nah.
No.
No,
because
this is practice.
Here's what I learned at the CASP training.
Yeah.
Is that we are gonna score them harder than the state is
I
scoring
agree
them.
with that.
And we came to that consensus
Last year.
at the CASP training. She even said that.
I agree with
Like
you.
we scored some items, and then we went and looked at what
How they scored them?
and everyone scored them lower than the state did.
I agree with that because I had kids
So-
pass last year. I don't know how they passed.
Right.
Well, if
So
they can't,
so
I don't know.
would score them how you think,
Okay.
and then you know.
So if we want to go off of it, they're giving the main idea at this point, and it's the main idea. It's not just random jargon.
Right, right.
Then you can give them a point.
or
If they
copying.
include text evidence and it's the main idea, then I would give them a 2. So that would be a 2, the one I just read. Right? Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that works. I agree because I feel like when they put the main idea, it's like they're on the right track to get the 2.
Yeah.
So what about this, because it has a lot of errors?
I wouldn't worry
with
about
spelling
punctuation.
and
No,
all
they
that, no?
The
Yeah,
main
no.
idea is that it's about instruments and how they play it, and there's different ways to play in each. Yeah, no, he gives details. Use details. It doesn't say they have to quote text evidence. It says use details from the passage.
Okay.
Enjoying family is 1, and the Wood family, and I would give it a 1, only because it's hard to read
Right.
because of punctuation.
The errors, yeah.
But it's
That's what I was
they
gonna
wrote a
do.
lot,
But-
and they don't get it. They should
But
get
these
a
are
0.
short answers, and on the CASP when they give them 2 scores.